to Mrs. Toiba, Ibu Dr. Toiba, Pak Ilham, Pak Farouk, and you all who are joining in the occasion. We know that English is very important. Yes, okay. I'm very nervous because it is very noisy. Yes, we realize that English is very important. Do you agree with my statement? English is very important for us. Yes. I just to know that they understand or not. Yeah. I think it is must for us, for me, to develop our English because we are intellectual. Intellectual must master English, able to read English book, to write English paper, and etc. I think it will be excellent, very excellent, if you are as a student of postgraduate can write a thesis with English. Although you are PAI program, but if you write your thesis with an English, I think it is very excellent. And then you will, yeah, you will get, I think, A plus, yeah, because you write your thesis on English. So from this program, I hope you can improve your English, and then I hope you join this program monthly. Are you ready to join this program monthly? Just one a month on Wednesday at 12:30. Are you ready? Okay, thank you. I think enough, and maybe just 30 minutes we discuss, and then after that my student will have a class with me. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much for the special remarks. So we're going to discussion session. As I said before, that our topic is about promoting critical thinking in teaching. In this kind of industry 4.0, like existing in Indonesia, it drives us important to know, to possess what is meant by critical thinking. Particularly in schools where the students are expected to have the readiness, to face the strategies and the challenges in this kind of era. It is really significant for the teachers as the frontliners to promote this kind of critical thinking and teaching. So I'd like to please for Bu Toyiba to deliver, and the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Edwin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It is a pleasure for me today that we have this session. The topic is about promoting critical thinking. I'm sure that everybody here knows what critical thinking is. Hello, students. You know what critical thinking is? Oh, have you ever the word critical thinking? Have you ever? Yes or no? No. So, yeah, critical thinking. If we yeah, it is a noun, yeah, critical thinking, meaning thinking critically, It is it is a quite relevant topic because today our government encourage teachers, encourage students to apply critical thinking in their classes. Yeah, perhaps you are familiar with the word HOTS. You know, you will be teachers, or even perhaps you are teachers. So I'm sure that you are familiar with the word HOTS. HOTS. You know, HOTS. You know HOTS. Higher order thinking skills. You should be familiar, yeah. When you are preparing your lesson, writing RPP, lesson plan, in which you have to write learning objective, and then learning objective, and then indicators of the learning objective. You have to use some operational words that come from critical thinking level. So if we see the learning objective, operational words, operational verbs, kata kerja operasional, KKO. Sudah tahu kan ya, KKO ya? KKO. Itu kan sekarang ini, sorry, nggak boleh Pak Direktur. Today, lesson plans should reflect critical thinking. It is in the form of the words that you use as the learning objective. Students not only remember or mention the principles of Islam, for example, not only mention, but they have to be able to analyze the implementation of the principles. Yes, they have to be able to, for example, connect the principles that we teach and the reality in their life, in their everyday life. So in our teaching, we do not just give information, but first of all, we have to connect what we want to teach and what they have known. So in the curriculum, the newest curriculum Merdeka, we apply what curriculum Merdeka. There are some principles. First of all is building knowledge of BKOF, building knowledge of the field. So for example, when you are teaching, when you want to teach about fasting, yeah, we will face fasting month next month. Yeah, we teach about fasting. Before we teach about fasting, we need to connect the new materials with the students' prior knowledge about fasting. So the students are encouraged to think critically what we will teach. For example, we do not, when we are entering the class, we do not directly teach them fasting is blah, 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 blah. What we should do for the fasting activity, etc. The rukun, yeah, the sunnah of fasting. Not directly go to that, but we have to build, we have to connect the students' knowledge about that. For example, like this. Students, do you know fasting? Have you ever heard fasting, for example? Or have you ever done fasting? And then, what do you remember when you are in the fasting month? What do people usually do? Oh, they are fasting in the morning until the evening. Then they are breaking the fasting together, usually in the mass there are activities of breaking fasting together, for example. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so that is critical thinking. So critical thinking is very, very important in education. Yeah. So we as teachers, we have to promote the critical thinking in the class we have. So basically this idea comes from John Dewey in 1916. So it is quite old. Even some people then connect this idea with Socrates' ideas some centuries before Christ. Yeah, it is the idea of questioning. Yeah, Socrates proposed an idea that learning can be done through questioning. Questioning is actually the realization of critical thinking, of promoting critical thinking. Yeah, and then John Dewey stated that we should start from problem. Yeah, problem. There, before we give solution, we give problem, and then we encourage students to give solution to the problem. How? By utilizing, by making use of the informations they have got, by observing the environment, by reading the sources, just like that. And then by doing that, there is a problem, and then they have available information, they connect the available information with the problem, then they can come to the solution. Yeah, to convincing solution. That is the basic ideas of critical thinking. Problem, and then information, many information, then we make a hypothesis how to solve the problem, and then we come to the final solution that is convincing. Yeah, it is quite abstract, but we expect that you can connect, you can understand this and then connect with your prior knowledge. Okay, so then it is our responsibility as teachers. Most of you are from PAI, so you will be teachers. Yeah, you have to encourage your students to think critically, not only receive the information that you share, but you have to be able to provide situations that students can think critically by connecting the new concept with the prior knowledge they have to solve the problems. I think that is the basic idea of critical thinking. Is if you have questions, problems, we can share here. Do we need question and answer session? Yeah. So it is a discussion. So it is not my own stage here, but everybody here can raise any question, any suggestions, comments. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. It's okay. Making mistakes is part of the process of learning. So don't be afraid of that. Okay, everybody? Hello? You can raise any questions. Even very basic question is okay. At least you have, you try to speak English. It is a good opportunity. You do not have any kind of this situation outside the classroom. Can you speak English outside the classroom? Can you? With whom? So classroom is the only good place for you to improve your English. Speak anything, not necessarily critical thinking. Okay, you can raise them.
Okay, so once more, for the participants who want to deliver a question related to our topic discussion today, you are pleased to raise your hand and deliver your ideas. So, maybe you can try to deliver the problem that you ever had whenever you try to teach your students. The way the teachers are supposed to stimulate and design the situation so that you can try to provide a problem for the students, so that we can expect as the teachers to have the critical thinking inside of the class. Please, you are pleased to raise your hand and deliver your question.
Come on. His English, for your information, his English is exactly native-like. So, exactly native-like. He's the best student of English department. So, it is a very good opportunity for you to try to improve your listening skills. So please be active to raise any, not necessarily question. It can be comments. I like this discussion, or I don't like this discussion, or everything. Raise your hand. Or you can also propose any idea how to make this discussion better for the future. For example, the material should be delivered before, so that everybody can learn, and then everybody can have prior knowledge about the topic, and then they can be actively involved in the discussion. Okay, you can raise some question.
Maybe I'd like to give you one question for the participants related to what you have already got from our discussion today. Okay, maybe everybody of you, if you want to raise your hand, I'm not going to pick one of you, but if you're unwilling to give your comments or ideas related to what we have already discussed today. Okay, maybe for the brother who is sitting with the black jacket, maybe you can try to give your ideas related to what we have already discussed today, or question.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name Ganda. I am from Syariah Economic major, and perhaps in this discussion we can make group discussion from at least can increase knowledge or in this session, because I think all of from this student just have little vocabulary about English, so that in this session or in next session we can make group discussion, and I think only just make simple discussion like daily activity every day on activity and campus, so that we can improve this vocabulary. And I think enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much. Ganda ya.
Ganda.
Okay, thank you. It is a very good start, yeah. Ganda, thank you for the idea that Pak Director, he is an idea that how if we have a group discussion. So it is not a class discussion like this, but group discussion. And then the topic he proposed, it is about daily activities, about something general, yeah. Okay, thank you. But I think we have to go back to the original aim or objective of this discussion is that we share knowledge. So the English is a kind of academic English. Yeah. So it is not about something general or daily conversation, asking for direction, introduction, gitu ya. So we do expect that this session is used to share knowledge. That's why the title of this forum is knowledge sharing session. So it is we try to use academic English with a academic topic. Perhaps it is a good idea that next time we can have class discussion and then group discussion. It can be combination, but the topic is about something academic. You get the point, Kanda? Okay, thank you. I saw some students from English department joined. Welcome. And then I think, you missed some points. Yeah, our topic today is about critical thinking, promoting critical thinking in education. Yeah, we discussed a little about what critical thinking is, and then about the importance of critical thinking in education. Okay, here you can raise comments or questions. Perhaps some students from English department can give some examples of using English, using academic English. Okay.
Okay, so for the English department students, you are pleased to raise your hand and deliver some questions or maybe comments or ideas related to our today's discussion topic. It's about critical thinking.
One student is enough, I think, because all of us, we should have another class, yeah? We should have another class. But okay, one more. Not necessarily English department students, any participant. It can be about this program, about the topic we discussed today. One more.
Can I give some?
Okay.
Maybe for the participants, I'd like to give you more questions. I'm going to pick one of you to deliver your ideas or points of view whenever you try to insert the critical thinking inside of your class. Maybe is there any volunteer before I try to pick one of you?
It seems you have to.
I think one more female participant. Okay, maybe for the sister who's sitting at the first line. In the corner, maybe, please. You can raise your comments or ideas or your experience, maybe when you try to insert the critical thinking inside of your class. Your experience, maybe experience of critical thinking inside of your class. Yes, please.
A female student in the corner.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe please. Your experience, maybe
sharing your experience about critical thinking.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, my name is Ilmila Mahfudah. I'm from PAI Majari.
Yes. Maybe.
let me know about how we increase critical thinking in education department, especially in school.
So you raise a question, how to increase critical thinking in the class. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It is a good question, yeah, but yeah, it is the answer of the topic today. How to increase, how to promote critical thinking in the class, yeah. As I explained, firstly, we try to connect the new topic we introduced to the students with their prior knowledge. So we do not directly teach or share the information, but also we try to encourage them to think of what they have known, to share what they have known, and then we connect what they have known with the new topic. Okay, we can give another example when you are teaching about Haji, for example. Then you do not directly explain what Haji is, what we have to do during Haji, but we try to. Have you ever the word Haji? When you hear the word, and then what comes in your mind when you hear the word Haji? Is there any one of you, for example, is there any one of you who have parents who have gone to Mecca to take Haji? Something like that. So we try to encourage their knowledge about Haji, not directly give the information. And then we try to also ask them to observe the environment about the implementation of the topic of the materials that we share. Yeah, I think that is the examples of encouraging or promoting critical thinking in the class. Okay, Sinafa, I think. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for the active participants who have already delivered the points and the ideas and the questions. And thank you so much, Bu Toiba, who has already given us a very wonderful knowledge related to the critical thinking. Okay, so I'm going to give some sentences about our conclusion today, that as a teachers, we can try to insert the critical thinking inside of our lesson plan. And as a teachers, we are supposed to stimulate our students' critical thinking by having problem, the way they try to fix or find the solution for the problem that we're going to promote to our students. Okay.
Can we close this session? Yeah. Thank you very much for joining this session. We do expect that you are aware of our regular schedule, that in the first week of Wednesday at 12:30, we have this kind of discussion here with different topics. You can have any idea of the topic we should discuss, send me, chat me. Yeah, you can send me a message what kind of topic you want to discuss for the next session, and then we will share the information about the topic to the students. Then they can prepare themselves about the topic. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.